Well, hello. I guess I was waiting for the pop-up screen to pop up and tell me that there was an error, but it didn't do it this time. Usually that's meaningless. Anyway, the title for the video today, for the 7th of June, is Rumors of a Constitutional U.S. Government. For several years now, I've heard, and at times even spread, rumors that a legitimate constitutional government was either instituted or about to be. I was even Secretary of State in the Florida Republic, which was part of that movement. Of course, none of these dreams ever materialized, at least not yet. Instead, the criminals that operate the fraudulent Federal Reserve System and its de facto government continue to wreak havoc in the lives of honest people who want to see legitimacy return to what we call America. They wage wars around the world, since war is the most profitable of all business ventures. Yes, in case you didn't know, they finance both sides so that they win no matter who comes out with the illusion of victory. I'd gladly give my life if I could make this dream of a just and honest world come true. Indeed, and my 70th year, and as I look back over the course of my life, and I see the many attempts that I've made to try to align with people who had the vision that I have of, as I said, a just and honest world. You can't have a just and honest world when it's run by demons or by spirit beings that are on the dark side of the picture. And you can't have a just world if you have a deity that refuses to get involved and adopts a laissez-faire or live and let live attitude. You have to have somebody that says, okay, it's gonna be truth and justice, or the alternative ultimately is annihilation. Because you cannot maintain a world forever based on lies. You can't do it. I don't care how much the devil, such a creature, if such a creature exists, wants to mushroom and make the lie all powerful. The truth always has to win, or it isn't true, or nothing is real. And these are the dilemmas that I face. I now just today, I again looked for paperwork where I've invested a little bit of money, not much, under, well, $60 to be precise, in an idea of a new government that's supposed to be instituted and public by July the 4th. I'd love to see that happen. I would dance in the streets to see that happen. And yes, as I said in the blurb, if I could make it come true, I'd be glad to give my life in exchange for the liberation of the planet and the liberation of humanity. Because we've suffered long enough in the kingdom of lies. We've suffered long enough believing that the system has any honest value. It has none, except for the criminals that prosper from it. And I can't even comprehend, honestly, with my consciousness, I can't comprehend how they can even consider themselves victors when they cause so much destruction and they cause so much pain and suffering and so much loss. How they can consider that beneficial. I mean, it's a warped consciousness as far as I'm concerned. It doesn't make sense. Wouldn't it be better if we could all win? If we could all have the opportunity to be the best we could be, and to provide our talents and our gifts and our abilities and our value, if we could provide that for the benefit of everybody else, so that so that everybody can win, and it's not a dog-eat-dog world, but it's a help one another world, a love one another world. What a concept. But that's not the world we've experienced, folks. I mean, look at it. Look at the world as it is. The United States, which has the illusion of being the land of the free and the home of the brave, has become a land of slaves and terrorists that go all over the world spreading their terrorism in the name of peace. What an oxymoron. It's anything but peace. You don't become or establish peace by waging war. You don't ever do that. You only create more motivation for people to wage additional war. You can only fix that by healing the wounds. What's it going to take for humanity to heal the wounds? And more importantly, what's it going to take for the Creator, whoever that is, or whoever they are, to actually begin to take a stand for truth and justice and the American way? But it's not the American way. It's the way of peace. It's the way of a patriot's heart, a patriot that loves life, that loves creator and creation, that's willing to participate in this win-win situation that we have the ability to create if we would only get out of our own way and clear our minds of the BS that's been put in there all of our lives. It's not about competition. It's about cooperation. When are we going to see that? When are we going to wake up and realize that we don't achieve noble goals any other way than through cooperation? It's impossible. If our bodies don't cooperate within ourselves, if our organs fight against each other, that's disease, and it ultimately kills us. And any society that allows competition to be the norm, and I'm not talking about sports, I'm talking about life, competing for false value, which is the monetary system, which has no real value. It's not even backed by anything that's considered precious. It's backed by nothing. Nothing. Fiat currency is backed by absolutely nothing. That's the US dollar. Backed by zero. It doesn't have value. Period. It never did have value. It's all a deception. It's been that from the beginning. From the beginning. And as long as you let lawyers and bankers and politicians and corporate heads run the world, you're going to keep getting what we've always gotten. More of the same BS, more of the same problems. The only way, folks, is cooperation. When are we going to wake up? I think I'm finished with this video, even though it's not even 9 minutes yet. Almost 9. Anyway, I thank you as always for listening, and I welcome comments. What do you think? Do you think we can create a world with leaders such as we've known our whole lives? I don't think so. What do you think? Namaste.